Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Master Luke here, and welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we were in the middle of Sagiri's hero quest, and we are headed back to the Altea region. That way we can, get the Pharaon that she left behind, or we left behind. So let's go grab that first. We gotta fix that up. And then from there, we can continue on with her hero quests, which is the last one, which I'm very excited for because I wanted to, that was my main thing. I wanted to get all the heroes. I don't know if we'll complete all the side quests before we get to the final boss, but I wanted to at least do all the hero quests. So with this one out of the way, we'll be ready to just kind of focus on the story for the rest of the game, and then afterwards, we'll probably do some stuff, clean up side quests and other little things here and there around the world. So, here we are. Let's go get this Pharaon up and running again.
How does it look, Riku? Can you get it in working order?
It looked like problem mostly cosmetic. Riku have it working in no time flat. And ready. Riku proud of own handiwork.
And how does it look to you? Can you still use it?
Power lines clear. All sensors online. Farron unit number 7 fully operational.
That sounds good. Are you ready to guide us?
Understood. Designating route.
Alright, Sagiri's finally joined our party here. And we got hazard neutralization, so you can safely traverse fields where previously you would take environmental damage. Okay, so you can run over poison and stuff now. Let's see. Oh! It's literally on the other side of this, this little cave here. Okay. Well, it makes sense because this whole... I figured we couldn't get past all this poison without dying. I don't care how big our health bar was.
Environmental resistance field deployed. Hazardous elements will be neutralized.
That sounds good.
Yep. Alright, I guess we can just walk right through the poison now.
Identification signal. We are approaching the rendezvous point.
So we're finally here. Totally fine.
There we go.
Not to worry. Just
stick
to the plan.
Nah, just run. Oh. Well, that sure was fast. Okay.
Welcome, friends. I've been hoping you would come.
We've brought your soldier as you asked. So what now?
Number 7 seems uninjured. Thank you for this magnanimous measure. As promised, Colony Zero's order to eradicate Ouroboros will be rescinded. You have my word that we will never again darken your doorsteps, figuratively speaking.
Talk is cheap, man.
Oh, I assure you, the soldiers of Colony Zero are most faithful. They would never disobey an issued order. What's more, I personally have nothing but the deepest respect for you all. After all, you did tend to my dear number 7 and brought her back to me unscathed. I offer you my sincere, heartfelt thanks.
Yeah, all right.
This doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, I've just had the greatest idea. Number 7, you and our guests have traveled long and far to arrive here. Why don't we introduce them to the rest of the Colony Zero personnel?
Compliance.
I think we're actually fine.
Nonsense, no need to be shy. We need to tie a bond of trust between us, and where better to start than with a round of introductions?
Sagiri, are you alright with that?
The consul's word is absolute. Number 7 does not have the prerogative of choice.
Number 7, show your face to everyone. I'm sure they'd like that. Number 4 has also been worried about you.
Yes.
Number 4?
Number 4 is Number 7's right-hand man. With Number 7 absent, he had to take over the reins instead.
He means like being an aide, then.
Sagiri, does that make you the commander?
Parts of the definition appear
Well, that makes
discrepant,
sense.
but on the whole, there are no major issues with that denomination.
You could have told us, you know.
I have no record of the fact being queried.
You noticed it too, right, Tyon?
Yeah, and I can't make sense of it. The consul's attitude is one thing, but more importantly...
The Pharaonis. The one thing a colony needs, and there's no sign of it here. Or maybe it's just something completely different from the colonies we know.
A special unit under direct Mobius command. Were we too hasty coming here?
For Senna's sake, and for that girl she trusts. Let's hope not. I wonder what's around here.
Okay. Alright, we got Colony 0.
Okay,
Not that
colony
there's
info updated.
not that there's much to it, but
Number 7. I'm relieved to see you back safe.
Number 4, no status abnormalities?
We're all good here. Number 10 and number 8 are currently on a mission, but should be back soon.
Revising query. Are there status abnormalities in number 4's condition?
No. I'm okay. Number 4 can still fight.
However,
Number 7, you're not at fault. If anything, it's my fault. Having such poor abilities in battle. Without disengaging the Farron's limiter, I couldn't fight
number 4.
What's wrong? What is it?
Sparks, you don't think this is... His flame's leaking.
I'm cold. Number 7? Where? I can't see a thing.
dang. What? Why he just... Is he... No, he's actually dead. Yeah, he's a husk. Why, though?
Sagiri, what just happened?
Number 4 has given his life to the Pharaon.
Oi, you better explain yourself.
The Pharaons are powered by life's flames. The flame clocks that impel them are synchronized to those of their passengers.
Wait, did you say flame clocks? Does that make the Pharaons...
Indeed. The design differs, but you could see them as functionally identical to Pharaonesis. In addition, Pharaon flame clocks are fitted with the function to disengage the limiters.
Disengage the limiters?
Doing so allows the Pharaon to burn through the flames that fuel it at an accelerated rate, maximizing the unit's power output. Once the limiter is disengaged, a first-term soldier can perform at a level comparable to a colony's commander. That incandescent power is the pith and marrow of the Pharaons, of Colony Zero's might.
But what is Colony Zero to begin with? Who are you? Who are its soldiers?
You could say we are those who work behind the scenes of this war. Battlefield manipulation, inciting sedition, information control, elimination of third-party forces. It's all due to our ceaseless, thankless efforts that this war can continue unabated, and each life's fate arrives as ordained. In other words, we maintain the fabric of the world. That is the duty which is our pleasure to fulfill.
Nothing but empty words. That's the reason you put your men in those things.
Well, mate, you just showed us your whole ass. I knew you didn't care about the lives of your soldiers after all.
Preposterous! I treasure their lives above any other good. They are to me the most exalted substance. Their immaculate lives, sacrificed in service to the world, permeate it and form the basis of the eternity we Mobius covet.
Stop it.
Protecting my innocent lambs whose souls lubricate the gears of the world through a sublime sacrifice. That is the highest calling. Isn't it the loftiest vocation conceivable? Surely you must agree.
Shut up already!
I must beg your pardon. Have I said something to incur your displeasure?
Snuff all of that and snuff you! How dare you! How could someone like you think for a second you treasure Sagiri? You have no right! We'll bring you down right here and now. Sagiri and everyone will be free from the flame clocks.
But what in the blazes has brought this on? I told you from the start, I had no intention of fighting you.
Have you lost your mind?
Well, it seems unavoidable now. It seems the negotiations have broken down. Truly regrettable, and yet perhaps inevitable.
Oh boy.
All Farron units, heed my call. You are ordered to disengage your limiters. Number 7, your orders. Bring all your might to bear and crush the Ouroboros.
Sagiri, listen! You don't...
Compliance. Commencing Ouroboros annihilation.
Sagiri.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay. That was number 4's. I was like, why is there one not getting up? Alright. We gotta take him down by force, do what we gotta do.
I know how you must feel. But for now, we have to fight, Senna.
All units fall in and stand by.
What's this?
Consul, a report.
What's the matter, number 7?
Large expenditure of life's flames is forecast if limiters are disengaged for combat. Proposal following analysis of all units' flame totals. Restrict limiter disengagement to unit number 7.
I see.
What? What's she doing? She's trying to get her mates out of fighting.
Number 7, I recognize your unparalleled radiance. It brings you honor. Now behold, by my authority as consul, I order you, all Farron units, disengage limiters.
Sagiri! That snuffer. Just when I thought he couldn't go lower.
Oh, number 7. Truly you are a marvel. The cry wafting from your spirit, it will water this endless world and make it bloom eternal.
First off, let's deal with these guys. Yeah. Just wait, Sagiri. We'll get you out of this mess, I promise!
Alright. Here, let's start with the other Farron units first. Yeah, this one first. Okay. Dang, such sad music too. That's kind of rough though. Basically, these just forces these people to sacrifice their lives for him. Even more so than like the regular soldiers, because these guys are like partially robots, so they can't. It's not like they can just disobey orders. All right, almost got the. There we go. First one done. All right, there we go. go. We got another one. There we go. All right, Lance. Let's interlink here. All right, now we just got number 7 left. There we go. Nice. Okay. Launch. And there we go. There's the smash. Alright. You know what? Are they level 3? Oh, they are. Perfect. Origin Blade. Here we go. Here we go. Pull it out.
Lance!
Yeah!
Sagiri, please! Just snap out of it! You don't have to follow these orders! Sagiri! You're free to do what you want!
Sagi, free to...
Well now. What a curious phenomenon. Number 7, I'm changing your orders. Kill that Ouroboros first. Top priority.
Comply.
Don't do it, Sagiri!
That's an order, number 7. Number 7, what are you?
Ooh!
Huh?
Number 7.
Oh, wow. So we don't even get to fight this Mobius.
Sagiri! Are you okay? Please, talk to me, Sagiri!
Number 4.
Huh?
Number 4. Don't go. Number 7. Will protect. Number 4. Everyone.
Noah, please. For Sagiri. For them all.
Right.
I guess it can't get any higher than level 5. We've maxed it out.
With the consul's death in the line of duty, Colony Zero's chain of command is broken. Number 7 currently has no duties to perform and no orders to follow.
That means you don't have to fight us anymore.
However, it is a matter of record that Number 7 took hostile action against Ouroboros. Perhaps you wish to mete out an appropriate punishment.
Sagiri, you did nothing wrong. Really, we should be thanking you.
Thanking? Why would that be?
I mean, before, you attacked the consul instead of us, so you held back from fighting us, and thanks to that, we were able to take down the consul. Anyway, that's enough about that. Now it's time to think to the future, right?
I cannot comprehend.
Huh?
Why do you speak to Number 7 that way? Under what orders and from whom? Why did Number 7 disobey orders? Why did I not attack you as instructed? Requesting swift reply. Furthermore, requesting orders.
Sagiri.
Number 7 is confused. I do not know what actions to take.
I know what it's like to feel lost, uncertain, not know where to turn. But even you must have some things you think you'd really like to do, right?
Number 7 does not have thoughts matching that description.
In that case, let's put our heads together. Let's think of things you might want to do.
Is that an order?
Nuh-uh. Nobody's giving you orders anymore. From now on, Sagiri, the only orders you should follow are your own.
The situation described does not conform to the accepted definition of orders.
It was just like a metaphor, or was it a simile?
I really cannot comprehend. But although I cannot comprehend, Sagiri gives orders to Number 7. If the circumstances be interpreted this way, then Sagiri, I may be able to comprehend.
Oh, Sagiri.
Is it odd?
No, I don't think so. I'm sure it's exactly right. Since, after all, you're free now. So, Sagiri, what are your orders for Number 7?
Top priority should be to investigate what it is that I want to do. More data must be gathered before this is ascertained.
That sounds very like you, but I think you're making it too complicated. It doesn't have to be just one thing, and it can be anything, really.
It can be anything?
Yep, anything at all.
In that case...
Yes? Did you think of something?
Right now, I think I'd like one of your onigiri, Senna.
Oh my. Alright. I think that's the first time we haven't actually, like, fought the consul / Mobius ourselves.
By the way, I wanted to ask about the Pharaon. I suppose there's no way to use them anymore.
That statement is incorrect.
Oh, really?
Motive function can be restored by switching to alternative power source using ether cylinders. Power output will be inferior to the original flame clock system, and the limiter can't be removed, but shouldn't hinder combat. I will be able to fight on.
Wow, that's great news. Do you think we can ask you to fight by our side again then?
Understood. Pharaon Unit Number 7 will gladly join Ouroboros Battle Unit.
We'll be counting on you then, Sagiri.
Alright. Quest complete. There we go. Inhumanity. And we added Machine Assassin Sagiri. Heck yeah. And it's Senna who unlocks it. Very nice. So we got Colony Zero's future we can talk about. Machine Assassin, roll attacker, weakens enemies to raise damage. Extend debuffs to weaken all enemies.
And now we know things. First,
Okay.
let's talk about all the stuff you might want to do in the future.
Affirmative.
Well, I'm very excited to say we have now completed the entire hero list. Here, let me actually go to the heroes here. Look at that. But I know there also will be more added in DLC in the future. So, obviously when that releases, we'll be doing some more episodes so we can unlock the rest of those heroes. But, in the meantime, this is still really cool that we finally got them all. And yeah, I also want to switch Senna to the new class here, which is a bummer because she's close to finishing up martial artist, and I don't think anybody else has it yet. But
You line him up, I'll knock him down.
oh yeah, that's cool. So they got the two flaming axes or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Oh, he's so close to Full Metal Jacket. I think we'll, you know what? There we go. Change your stuff around. Okay. I don't think there's a camp or anything in here, is there? Nope.
No problem now.
Yep. And I don't think we have to actually have Sagiri in the party in order to
We don't know what lurks in here.
run through the
Be
poison.
careful.
I think we can just do it whenever now. Or at least I'm pretty sure. That being said, let me take a look at our quest list, because yeah, I think we're ready to continue on with the story. So, in that case, let's go back over to, well, I guess we don't have to go anywhere, really. We're already in the right region. All right. Here we are. We're setting out for the Cloudkeep.
Hope I can wash myself somewhere.
Yep.
Good thing we found this.
Interesting. All right. Here we are.
This is new.
Altar of Reception. Okay.
Glad I made this journey.
There's nothing special here.
Friends sure we come to right place?
We're good. You'll see.
Oh, that's cool.
Is this real? That's the Cloudkeep.
Whoa! Fantastic bit of tech. Amazing
Wait.
how they kept it hidden.
This is a song from Xenoblade 2. Oh, what was the... I can't think of its name, but this is definitely the song from Xenoblade 2. Du, 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 du. Yep.
So is this where the queen's been sleeping then? Yes. Right at the very top.
Right. Let's move. Not far now. A few more stairs. We might finally discover the way to free the world. End Mobius's reign.
That's awesome. I can't believe they put the
This is new.
the Xenoblade 2 music in. Man, I wish I could think of what the name of that song was, but it's not coming to me right now. But it's the vocal song that they sing at the I think it's the very end of Torna is when it plays.
It's been one revelation after another these days, and now here we are, walking through thin air like it's totally normal.
Watch your step. It's a long way down.
Yep, that's true. Alright, I'm actually gonna switch to Senna here
Big
as well.
responsibility.
So we can play as the new Machine Assassin class as well.
Arrival in new area confirmed.
Spoondrift Gate. Okay.
At last.
So this is the Cloudkeep.
Wow.
It's certainly lavish.
I don't think there's any enemies, but this place is quite the maze. It's a good thing they got the lines leading us.
Man, get a load of this place. Do you think the Queen's really here?
If you fall off, you're on your own.
No, I'm not gonna jump, don't worry.
You think we'll be able to meet the real Queen soon?
Dude, I hope so.
I'm feeling kind of tense.
I've been waiting for this the whole game to meet the real Melia and Nia, not these fake clones that they teased us in the trailers.
What's the matter, Tyon? Not getting all nervous, are you?
We're here.
Yes.
There she is! Oh. Oh, she looks so good too.
She's really pretty.
It's her. That's the real Queen of Agnes.
She's sleeping and not dead, right? Don't worry. She'll awake soon enough. She's up!
Oh, oh. Are you kidding me? No, 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 no!
What?
Oh my
Your
god.
Majesty! She's been killed!
No, don't do that! She's not dead. There's no way she's dead. They're not gonna bring her back. Oh my god.
I can taste your despair already. I'm afraid you won't get your way. We worked hard to make this world ours. No way that we'll relinquish it now.
Joran!
You rats! How'd you find us?
I don't get your surprise. That one's still half Mobius. You didn't seriously think we'd lose her, did you?
Or did you think you're all that just because you managed to defeat N?
Well, thanks to you, I got to end that aggravating old bat, fulfilling Zed's orders in the process.
Looks like we got played.
Joran, are you seriously
Seriously what?
teaming up with this creep? You've killed her!
Wasn't that clear? You know I am Mobius.
I love that he looks like a little jester
And
too.
on that day, Jay surpassed you all.
That day. Right. Then tell me. Why did you do it? Trade your life for mine? You could have ignored me, got away safe.
Well, gee, I have no idea.
Let's see, there might be something in one of my memories. Maybe if I die instead of him, I'll please him? Perhaps that's what I was thinking.
One of your memories.
Since I couldn't do anything else right, you know?
Must be nice to be you, Lance. Just being yourself.
Nice to be me.
You couldn't fathom how hard it is to be useless. You'd never understand, unless you'd seen yourself in that light.
Oh, here's a thought. How about you try interlinking with me for a lark? I bet you'll cry at the state of me. Fun fact, you know. When you become Mobius, you're treated to all the memories of your past lives. I got to see all the different me's. Although they all pretty much met the same sad end. Deadweight will always be that. I am nothing but myself.
Those were all just coincidences. We know different. That's right. We thought... No, I knew for sure that you were awesome.
Whatever. Bet you were well and truly fed up with me. Although, back on that day, I still managed to surpass you. I can still be here, feel this rush.
And now, I'm having the time of my life.
Alright, here we go. We're taking out Joran first. Alright, so we got one random debuff. Okay. Attack down. Okay, not bad. We'll do a side attack. And then back resistance down. Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this debuff class. Pretty good. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Got the break. Alright. I'm trying to get back behind him. Ah! Messed it up again. AOT, 2 random debuffs. Alright, let me get between them. Hit them both. Oh, wait. Who am I locked on? Mobius puppet. What the heck? Oh, he can make little puppets? Okay. Oh, it's the puppet that took all the debuffs. Dang. Alright. Where is the puppet? Oh no, I'm back on Mobius J. Nope. Alright, yeah, there we go. Mobius J. Back resistance. Down. Got him. Alright, and we're interlink level 3. Alright, let's go. Alright. There we go. What? Incarceration. Okay. Alright, do this and then... Oh, can we pull the... No, we'll use the chain attack on Mobius D. There we go. Alright, Joran's done. There we go. Very nice. Alright, back attack. Resistance down. Get 2 random debuffs on him. Heck yeah, bleed and defense down. Alright, they're level 2. I'm gonna wait till somebody has level 3. Okay, they got level 3. There we go. Sacred Cannon again. Because that's really good against Mobius. Oh, heck yeah, look at all that damage. Alright, chain attack. Alright, let's finish these guys off. Brilliant Ascension. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Multiplies TP by 150 when... Oh, completes an order. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to start with high crit rate plus evade, plus side attack. Get the first... Yep, there we go. Physical defense down. Very nice. 97. Oh, perfect. Because that means we can get, there it is. Regenerate. We can get an extra hit in there. And then for her, we'll do, one random spread. Ooh, AoE spreads debuffs. Let's try that. Okay, well that did nothing. I don't know what that did. Maybe it's like if other enemies have debuffs, you can give it to them as well. I don't know. But, there we go. Oh yeah. Overkill for sure. He's only level 54. Heck yeah. Grand design. Alright. $99. And then we'll just do side attack. 85. Not bad. Oh, and that's right. Times 150. 227. There we go. There we go. Woo! Look at all that damage.
Must be nice to be strong like you guys. And me? I was just a worm crawling in the dirt. But what I wanted was to fly. With every single new day I looked up to admire the birds freewheeling above, but I was a worm.
Joran, cut the crap.
The stuff you guys said was like if those birds went, but Mr. Worm, you do such great work tilling the soil. It's really important you keep at it for the sake of the world, you know? Do you see what I'm trying to say?
And what's so wrong about that?
I wanted my wings, you bastard! I thought if only I could earn your approval, it'd be like an updraft I could soar on.
But birds, what can they possibly know
Of how a lonely worm feels.
Joran! Just how could you possibly think like that? You wanted approval, so you...
How could I not? That's why I became Mobius. So I could be what I always aspired to be.
What? This is you?
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like... That's That's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
Liar! If you think you're satisfied being this way, you're lying to no one but yourself. I know you can't be at peace with this, so drop the act. And yeah, maybe to you we were like birds. But that has nothing to do with strength. Only lack of choice.
Lack of choice?
Just look at how the world is for us. It would never allow us to take any other form. So we have to change it. For weak people like us.
Weak? You're weak.
On that day, weren't you smiling?
Oh yes, I sure was smiling. Because it was the moment I rose above you.
It was a grin of victory!
No, it wasn't. On that day, that was the real you. Our friend Joran.
Stop mocking me!
Look, you'd made it, Joran. You spread your true wings.
Joran. Your death, it changed me. Fighting isn't everything. I learned that if I chose, I could change myself, become anything. Joran, I'm grateful as spark to you.
Ain't you the same, Joran? Maybe if you had the choice too, in a world where nothing has to be like this.
And that's exactly the kind of world we want to create. We want choices.
Remember your Mobius. You should have other nice memories as well. You have to try and remember them, anything at all.
I've seen all kinds of death. Taken a long, hard look at myself. So let me tell you, Joran, you're more than this.
Joran, you've given me so much. You helped me find the will to endure these 10 hard years.
Come to us, please, Joran. Let's all stand together. You don't belong with them. You just don't.
Was that also me? That day it was like my body just moved.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't you think you're getting carried away there? Ugh, what a loser.
You good-for-nothing shit for brains!
An interlink? He's taken him over.
Ugh! He's a real piece of work.
D, you scum!
Ever had dreams?
Dreams of dying, of being slaughtered.
Oh well, most people forget as soon as they wake. No harm done. But tell you what,
they're all completely true.
And so snuffing what? What if they were? The past is past, and the present is now.
I wasn't finished. Dreams, you see. They're little traces of intense memories from your past lives that didn't get purged before rebirth. Little harmless bugs in the system, let's call them.
However, not so with Mobius. Just like the Runt said, when you become Mobius, in that very moment, all your past memories come rushing back to you.
He's got the claws like Mumkar. Even the way he talks kind of reminds me of Mumkar now that I think about it. Gonna kill him too. Yep, I knew it. This dude is pure evil.
To put it mildly, it's transcendent.
Before coming here, I went to visit the Furnace where I keep my collection.
Collection, you say?
Is he keeping like heads? Oh, that's nasty. It's like heads in jars.
There they were, staring back at me.
He's mad.
Doesn't it make you tingle? As long as I am Mobius, I can enjoy this superlative feeling forever and ever.
I'll bury the world in my sweet collectibles.
I think I'm gonna hoe.
Push through it! First, we gotta save Joran from the shitbag!
Yeah, you need what Lance said. This punk needs a whooping.
All right. Okay, we'll do. We'll thrash this shitbag, save Joran, and get me some payback.
If you fancy your chances, take your shot. I'll be more than happy to rip your bloody pelts off.
And add them to my collection.
Oh. All right. Rematch with Mobius D and J combined. Let's go back to Senna here. He's still only 55, so it's not too bad. Nice. Alright, 2 random B-Duffs. Here we go. Nice. Oh, they're level 3 already.
Shall we? Energy path connected.
Oh, they're on.
I'll tear it all down! Well, we just stay on guard for now. Interlace nearly out!
Alright, almost to half health. Nice! Oh, okay, there we go. Yes! And got the smash. Oh, here it is. And we got Origin Blade. Oh yeah, here we go. Origin Blade. Pull it out. Yes. All right. Chain attack. All right, here we go. Let's see. So we got temporary attack. Let's do Nightbreaker. So in case we don't kill him, his attack down. Dun, 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 dun. And then we'll get another physical defense down. Yeah, look at all those debuffs on him. Heck yeah. And then we'll finally do side attack. 164. I'm pretty sure this will kill him though. I know he's got half health, but well, maybe not.
I'll make it count. Everyone get ready.
Heck yeah. Alright, 75. Then we got another physical defense down. And then heck yeah, 88. There it is. 231. 890%. Yeah, that's still some good damage right there. Oh, I got launched. What the heck? Oh, Lands and Center are back to level 3. Heck yeah, topple. Oh, get the launch. There we go. And smash. Do it again. Break, topple, launch, or daze. Okay. I'm gonna hit the daze before we can get him. Alright, back to Senna here. Beyond death? What kind of move is that? What is he doing? He's sending like stuff out of a black hole? Holy crap, he took like everybody out. Dang, everybody got taken out for a little bit. Alright. I think it's just time we finish him off. We use a regular chain attack here. This way we get to try her new one. Vicious Venom. Reduces enemy physical and ether defense by 25% during chain attack. Alright, let's get it. Not bad. Get a little healing in there just in case. Nice. Okay. 42 equals 162 in total. Vicious Venom. Here we go. All right. All right, lightning quick. There we go. There we go. That works. Oh. That's alright. 174.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against them.
Leave it to you, Nate.
Alright. Brave Assault. $64. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. I think we pushed over. Yep, 102. Darn. That's okay. I was hoping we'd stay underneath so I could then use Sagiri on the last one. But now we have Ouroboros reactivation. And he's almost dead, so this is definitely going to take him out, for sure. Here we go. 92. Oh. No, 95. Okay, not bad. Oh, that's right. It still pushed us over. That's okay. The multiplier's at 810. There we go. Overkill. Thank you.
I lost.
Impossible. I won't accept it. I am D of the Mobius.
The man who is black blazed dark.
I won't be beaten by some idiot upstarts.
Black Blaze Dark?
You've heard of him?
I read about him in a textbook. An Agnian soldier from long ago who'd gone mad. Rather than take lives with his blade, he'd behead his enemies with talon-like swords, bring them back, and add them to his collection.
So that's who we're dealing with.
Is this your doing?
Jay, what are you trying to pull? I can't crush these fools if you hold your strength back. Give it to me, you no-good deadweight loser!
Deadweight loser?
Who else, kiddo? So give it up! Go on, give!
Look, you'd made it, Joran. You spread your true wings. So let me tell you, Joran, you're more than this. I can be more.
What? What's going on?
Alright! That's what I'm talking about! With this much power, these chumps are... Hey!
That's enough now. I've got more than enough juice to... Hey! Are you listening? Jay!
The Black Fog!
I knew it!
Joran's doing that.
Stop it! Joran! If you don't stop, you're gonna die!
I can't move. Cut it off! Jay! Cancel the interlink now!
Move your ass! Do what I say!
I will not. I've decided. It's my choice. I will be different.
Joran!
This is who I am. Isn't it? Noah. Uni. Lands.
Jay, stop! If I die here, I won't...
Snuffing idiot. Always putting others ahead of yourself, you moron. You should have just looked out for number one. But you were so scary, I didn't really feel like I had that option. I suppose. I'm sorry, Joran. Maybe... if we meet again. Yeah. And next time, we will win.
That was... Joran.
Yeah, sure was. I swear, he hadn't changed one bit.
But this isn't okay. People shouldn't have to make such heartbreaking choices.
Yeah. That's exactly why we gotta move forward.
Yeah, well... What do we do? The Queen's... she's gone now.
What do we do? What can we even do?
This was supposed to be how we take back our world.
I'm so sorry. I knew I was half Mobius. I should have been more careful, but instead...
Wow.
I knew... Okay. I knew she wasn't dead.
Bastard! Stuck me good, he did. 2 sentries to the side and things that have been a sight worse.
So what, he just missed her heart?
What?
Well, I'm glad she's not dead. I figured she wouldn't be, though.
Oh, you must be...
Impossible. I saw it. I saw her being stabbed directly through the heart.
And all that blood everywhere.
But now she's alive! Alive and kicking!
Yeah.
You are... Oh, that's good. So it worked after all.
Your Majesty.
My name is Nia. And I am the Queen of Agnes, one wing of Ionios.
Alright.
Can't forget our progress
Just finished
update.
chapter 6.
N and M. Another version of us. What are we really? Why do we exist in the first place? The answers are within me, together with her hopes and dreams. I will give them a voice. I will make him hear our truth.
I'm pretty sure this is the final chapter, too. Originally I thought there was going to be 10 chapters, but I'm pretty sure there's only 7. From what people have been telling me. Oh! There's Melia. Man, they look so good.
300 days remain to the intersection. It seems we might make it.
Yes. It took every bit of our combined intellects, but we built it.
To prepare for the time our two worlds collide.
All that we are is contained within. Memories and our souls.
We will all be gone, and then reborn. Will it be a new beginning, or our demise? No one can tell us that.
Time will run its due course, and show us the true meaning of our deed. In the distant past, what was once a single world was cleft in twain. Plus and minus, on the surface, they were identical.
These two worlds of opposing nature knew nothing of each other as they wended their way towards their own respective futures. However, the worlds yearned for each other. Against the solitude of existence, they strove to reunite. Though it would spell certain destruction, should the two worlds intersect, they would cancel each other out and cease to be, leaving only light. Light, a shining beacon in the darkness, the last common language left to us. Though we inhabited separate worlds, the medium of light allowed us to communicate for the very first time. And so we sought for a way to prevent total oblivion. We pooled our knowledge and through time gave birth to a single point of hope. Origin. An arc containing all the world's data, recorded in words of light, carrying hope into the future. Origin was a system we constructed to reboot the world's states. And then, time was upon us. The reboot process failed to initiate. Instead, in that instant, the worlds became still. By the will of Mobius.
So it's their fault.
And at the heart of it was their ringleader, Zed. You could say Zed embodies this frozen world.
But what does that achieve? Freezing everything.
Not a thing. He didn't need to do anything after that. Only to keep everything in its place in stasis and create an eternity to abide within. As was their wish.
He made our lives their sustenance.
Precisely so. In order to gain control of Origin, Zed captured the Kevesi Queen. To what end? To access the memories in Origin. To bend them to his will. He needed a key held only by its creators. A key? A heart might be more fitting. Zed used the key held by the Queen of Keves and seized Origin in its entirety. Controlling Origin means controlling the world. And having shackled it, he can bend it to his will. Life and death are his playthings.
Life and death.
No one, not even M, knew the origins of this world.
So I guess you have another key.
Yes, it's in my possession. With its help, I was able to create the Ouroboros stones. Though most of the power is with Zed, I have been able to resist him to a small extent.
It's a cogwheel?
One of the gears from Origin. Through a process of catalysis between the Origin substrate and the core in my chest, I can generate the stones.
And thanks to that, we became Ouroboros.
Yes, but not completely.
Huh?
Remember, have you not succumbed to Mobius's power before?
Okay.
As I've said before, Zed commands the world's very fabric. Unfortunately, my own powers are sorely limited. And yet, you too can break Zed's fetters, as you've shown, smashing through the rules he established. With your Ouroboros powers, and the Sword of the End, both.
The Sword of the End?
The sword you hold. It is a byproduct of resonance between the Kevesi Queen's heart and Origin.
Does that mean it's like an Ouroboros stone?
The Ouroboros stones and the sword, they're mere gimmicks. The crux of them lies with you. You see, there are keys inside of you, too.
Inside of us?
Keys? Finally, my efforts were rewarded. I'm glad to meet with all of you who embody hope.
Majesty, what is it that we must do?
Right. Infiltrate Origin, then free it and the Kevesi Queen from Zed. From the hands of Mobius once and for all.
If we do free it, will we get to change the world? It's so cruel and senseless. Can we undo that? Your Majesty...
If you desire to have a future before you...
I need to know. Zed and Mobius. Must they be our enemy?
Noah. Now that is something for you to decide. After confronting them and discerning for yourselves what they truly are.
All right.
Come this way.
So, from what I get from this, Zed, all he did was pretty much prevent the apocalypse.
Always nice to have more friends.
And so the two worlds were coming together, which I thought was a good thing, but apparently is a bad thing because they're going to erase each other. And then because of that, they designed Origin, which there was no preventing them from dying. They're still going to die. Which is what I really don't want to happen at the end of this, is for everybody to, like, that seems like a good ending but a bad ending, because you die but you know you're gonna be reborn, but you feel like you haven't finished this life, but, oh, I don't know. That was a crazy episode. We got so much lore that I can't wait to talk to you guys about, but this is where we're gonna end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.